the table. And all of you, when you get those ballots that are supposedly whatever they call it, you need to ignore those ballots because you won't see my name on it because I'm not an establishment. I'm not on their list. They didn't pull me to come run, but you all gave. I don't want to throw the amount because I still want those fat checks tonight. If you hear the amount, you might be thinking, oh, they have all the money. No, we don't. We still need signs. Our signs are getting knocked down. We need to put signs in more places. Some of you told me you need to see a sign here and there. It costs money. So please, let us know. We want to plaster our signs all over the place, but we need money to do it. We want to get more mailers out. We need money to do it. And we are good stewards with your money. In addition to having a treasurer, we also have a certified public accountant that oversees everything we do. As a former banker, the worst thing you can do is not be able to keep your books. Right. That's rule number one.
Yes, yes, yes.
In my banking days, we are checked every day. You dare not bounce a check. You dare not mess up your credit.
Yes,
so that's still part of what I carry. And to ensure that that story, we don't have a storyline told for no reason. We have other people looking over, even our treasurer's work, to ensure that we can stand tall and let you know exactly how we have spent every dime. So I ask for more coins tonight. Write the check. Friends of Remi Duyile, if you're writing a check, or go on the link and donate. And we're going to keep coming back. But hold us accountable. Hold me accountable. And come on out and help me knock on doors. Help me make those phone calls in your home.
Yeah.
And with that, no one is going to be able to stop us. We are unshakable because this is an assignment that's so needed. This is the closest we will ever get to having an African, continental African born at the table who will not be bored.
Right.
That's the point. A continental African born who knows what they're carrying. With all due respect, who can stand tall with any and all bodies in every area, whether federal, state, or local. I represented my bank with all grace, with any level of management and government setting. So that was in corporate America. That was many, many years ago when it wasn't even popular to say, oh, we're doing diversity and all. I was always the only, not only the only Black, one of the few African with my accent. Still, I have it. So I say all of this to say, let's do it. We've got this. Madam State's Attorney, welcome. I know you've been out there and about. Good to see you. I want you to please come on out. And I want to have fun. Thank you so much.
Well, I want to first say congratulations to our next delegate. And I know Remi says, well, she doesn't know what I saw in her, but you know, I recently took my 23andMe test and found out that I was 52% Nigerian. So I need another assistant in leadership. But it is quite an honor to be able to support Remi because she's ready. I mean, that's really what it's all about. You know, I worked really hard when I ran the very first time, and I was not selected to be on the senator's ballot. So I know how you feel. But there is a ballot that is more important than the one that might be mailed by somebody else. There's a ballot that comes from on high. And he has assigned you for such a time as this to put yourself in a position to ask the people of Prince George's County for their votes. And so I would say that that is the most critical, important ballot that we have. And Remi, you're going to be so excellent in Annapolis. I know that because you are diligent, you are results oriented, you're very persistent, but ultimately, it's not about you. You're right. You have lived, and you will continue to live in a life of abundance. You pour a lot in, and your parents and those who came before you poured a lot into you. And in some ways, you have, and I don't want to use the term privilege in a way that means that you're better than anyone else, but you've had what other people have not had. You've had things you haven't had to necessarily struggle as much. But what happens when people are given a lot is that a lot is expected of them. And that's why you give so freely and so abundantly to others, because so much has been given to you, and you recognize that that is all God's grace and favor, and that's not for you to hold on to yourself. That is for you to give to others. And you have a giving heart and a giving mind, and you are brilliant. You are a smart woman. So not only are you giving, but you are a critical thinker. You're a problem solver. You're not afraid to speak up, and you're not afraid to represent people. And the truth is, we do need continental Africans at the table because we all have different perspectives. We go from different places. We have different experiences, and all of those experiences need to go into policymaking. And so while I was born here, my father's from Grenada, and I just recently found out where I came from. And you know where you came from. And there's a power in that you've had since birth that I'm now experiencing.
Wow.
And so I have to tell you, I'm just amazed that someone like you can now serve us, because you'll serve differently. You'll serve with a different type of power and insight into who you are and where you came from, and all of the possibilities of where people like me who might have been born here that didn't understand the power of controlling governments, controlling industries, controlling banking and finance, and all of those things that we look at other people controlling. You've seen people like you control all of that all of your life. That's a power that I didn't grow up with, and many of us here didn't grow up with. And so having you at that table, making those decisions, saying what is possible is so important to the future of this state and the future of this country. So I have to tell you that even though you asked me why, what about little old me, there's a lot of power in that beautiful, purple dress with your regal colors, this purple and gold, all regalness, you see, because she understands that she comes from greatness. That's why she proudly wears her regal colors, and she walks and speaks with that regal tone, because that's who you are and that's where you came from. So I'm excited to support you. This was a no-brainer for me. Really, it is amazing. She needs your money because, listen, the truth is, yes, she's raised a lot, but she's right. There's going to be a lot of folks working against her, not because they don't like her, but maybe just because they're supporting someone else. There's going to be a lot of money poured into other people, which means she has to raise double, triple, quadruple what other people might raise in her race. So please continue to give to this amazing woman of God who we know is going to be the next delegate here in Maryland. We know that. But she needs your help and your support, and I will be there right by your side always. So congratulations.
Thank you.